Good morning, fellow patriots and lovers of this great experiment called the United States of America. This is Ramblin' Randy. Some people call me Red Eye, some people call me Jedi. That's me here in the lower left corner, and that's my very good friend, the programmer that created this wonderful tool that can help save this country by making every single individual that applies themselves and just tells us simply what's going on in their neck of the woods. Ever so often we can monetize their data so that they will have a revenue stream when the shit hits the fan. That's what our objective here is. I have decided that we have to fight fire with fire. If you're not aware of it, I'm going to be showing and teaching how we live inside of a glorified Amway. The Federal Reserve banking system is designed to control each and every one of us, every single aspect of our entire being, and they're trying to do that across the entire blue planet. You think I'm shitting you? I'm not. And I'll show you in cold, hard facts, logic, so you can use, if you have any left, some critical thinking and make a decision that we have, in fact, been shafted, which started the essence of it even before the Battle of Waterloo, but that's what got it started. Got us really kicked off when Woodrow Wilson, snake in the grass, sold us out and let the central bank back in 1913. And Tricky Dicky took us off the gold standard in 1971, and the beat goes on. However, when you fight fires out in the wild, you fight fire with fire. So I'm going to show you that we live in an Amway. We live in what's called a 1x10 force matrix with unlimited breakaways, commonly referred to in the vernacular as the Federal Reserve Fractional Reserve Banking System. I wrote a book in 2005 by the name of... All right, so what we've got here, people, is the book that I wrote in 2005, quite some time ago, when I really, the light went off and I could see what they're doing to us. There isn't a multi-level marketing company out there. That's what we live in. One like Amway, Shackley, Mary Kay, any of the big ones. They rob from Peter to pay Paul. They similar to what's going on here with us. Every time we spend $1, we're in the MLM and we're throwing new money into the money supply, causing our value of our dollar to be depreciated. So we're part of the problem. Every time you use that worthless paper fiat money, a piece of paper with green ink on it, you're part of the problem. We have to right now. They got us by the short hair. So this book explains that. It explains exactly to the T that if we were to use, they've monetized taking money away from us. This system, this system that I have, that is a sure shot, dead on, bullseye winner, guaranteed. If you apply it, you will succeed. Period. End of discussion. This book fights fire with fire. It has exponential growth. They have monetized and weaponized taking money away from us so that we're weak and we're subjected to their whims. What we're doing here now is we're weaponizing getting money back in your pocket. Every one of you that want to apply yourself. Take a damn picture. If it's a good picture, that didn't take much effort. If people like it, post it on the rabbit hole and see if someone salutes it. And if they do, they'll throw you a penny, nickel, dime, or quarter. If you know something about chemtrails, vaccines, GMOs, whatever, anything, chemtrail, it doesn't make any difference what it is. Whatever the topic is of the day, you enlighten us through education. We can become aware of what they're doing and not not internalize it into our own psyche, so that there will be one less attention focused on their agenda, and we start focusing on putting money in everybody's pocket. Because when you've got racehorses, you water those horses, you feed those horses well so they'll run faster, just like your damn self. I want to see every single person that gets involved with us raise their level standard of living by having more of this bullshit money that they've got right now, because it's all going to come to an end real quick. If you hadn't heard, Trump's been bouncing around, throwing rocks at the Federal Reserve. That's coming quick. Second term, if he makes it, if we educate enough people, they watch these videos that I want them to watch. There's no way, if you live here in America, that you will not be moved by it. And you, just from watching that, would go out and tell other people to watch these movies, whether you were making a damn penny, a nickel, dime, quarter, or $1 million. You'd do it anyway, because it's the right thing to do. But nowadays, people, just like Jerry Maguire, show me the money. Everybody wants something. They're not going to do a damn thing, even if it's going to save them and their family. They're not going to do a damn thing unless something's in it for them. That's the way they've got us conditioned, people. Wake up and smell the damn roses. Also, at the same time period, I wrote another book, and it's called The Two Sides of Silence. I'm not exactly sure whether it's even playing or not, but well, I'm sure hoping that this is a recording from the last point that I started at. I'm going to go back and see right now. Well, this is the third attempt I've tried to add this last part of the video on. We'll see if it's even playing. If not, if you don't see the picture of the two sides of silence, I'll just go ahead and tell you what it's about. I wrote this book on or about the same time that I wrote Reverse Fractional Banking, a Fair Exchange of Value, about how we live inside of a glorified MLM or Amway. Mary Kay, Shackley, don't make any difference. But theirs is called the U.S. Federal Reserve Fractional Reserve Banking System. It's nothing more than a Ponzi scheme that has not a prayer in hell for the last person that spent $1, which is how you participate in their game, to ever break even. They've taken almost 98% of the buying power of our dollar since Woodrow Wilson pulled us off of or introduced the Federal Reserve back into our world. The evil of the Federal Reserve. Usury is all it's about. We pay interest for our own damn money from people who do not even put up collateral. It's the damnedest thing I've ever seen, but you're under the ether. Most people are, sheeple, and they're buying into it because they think it never happened here in the good old USA. The government take care of us. My white ass. They're not our government. They're not our government. They are loyal to no nation state. Let's be real clear on it. The two sides of silence, I gain my power, my strength in meditation, prayer, focused intent in the silence of my days. I seek it out. That's where I gain and recharge. However, silence has two sides to it. If I had this information that I know can empower the people who need money, they're weaponizing taking money away from us to make us dependent. I'm weaponizing with this system, reversing that bullshit and empowering the people. We're weaponizing you making a whole boatload of money. That's a powerful weapon against them. They don't want you independent. But we're going to reverse that fractional banking. Whatever you got inside of you, if it's of any value, if you know how to tie a good knot on a fishing line, if you know how to the right code, you know how to take pictures, you have information, you're a researcher, get it on the Rabbit Hole Herald. Help me get 1 million or more people, and someone likes what you see. One day they might flip you a dime. 100,000 of them flip you a damn dime. Or 1 million of them flip you a dime. It's not unheard of. It's just a matter of, the only way this will not work, people, is if we don't work it. The only way this won't work is if we don't do it, period. I've worked 10 years on this. I know it'll work. I've been on the other side of the fence. I know how these damn things work. What we have is the key to the Golden Gate. The very last person that hooks up with us. You have to come in with passion to help this country, not because you want to line your pockets with profit, period. Your passion will fill your pockets up with profit. Don't you think it won't? Because it will. It damn sure will. It's better to give than receive. You've heard that. So that's what we're doing. But you're going to be on the giving side as well as the receiving side. Say something of value. Or if you want to, just simply help the people on the front line, like Rex Bear and all his hosts that come on his show, like on Jimmy Church, help Jimmy get moving. They're getting information out there. Clyde Lewis, John B. Wells, Joe Roop on his platform. He has Lighting the Void. You know, all these people, especially Rex and everyone else out there that you can get. Help me get those people who have audiences so that they can join, because the more people we have, the more wealth that we can distribute on a fair exchange of value based on work. This is no scam. This is a tool. We're using this to weaponize you getting rich. You getting rich. Horses run faster when you water them. I done said that. And can you imagine having the meek people rise up, their standard of living rise up, not because damn government did it, because we did it within inside of ourselves. We're a closed loop value ecosystem. We circulate our value amongst ourselves. Think about it. If 1 million people flip $10 into their little kitty, that they commit to giving away that month, $10, a million people, that's $10 million that you have access to. And they'll circulate all that. I'm not taking a damn thing unless I personally produce value that someone else will see, and then maybe they'll flip me a penny, nickel, dime, or quarter. But you'll never hear of another entity or any group that will do something like we've done, that the amount of money that we spent, you could buy 2 Bentleys, and we're giving it to you. Why? Because we love this country, and we love you. Join with us. Let your passion lead first before the profit. Put purpose over your purse. As Daddy used to always say, don't worry about that mule, just load the wagon. The mule's going to be fine. Join this station right here while we still got it before YouTube shuts us off. We're going to use PayPal going in to get started. Then we're going to go to another processor like Bitcoin because they can't stop us there. Go out and have yourself a wonder-filled day. It is by choice. This is Ramblin' Randy. Remember, once a person who's been honest and mistaken all their life learns the truth, they either cease to be mistaken or they cease to be honest. What say you? Ramblin' Randy, Jedi 1. We down.